Okay, Madhura has attempted and sent the solution. Very close, but not exactly. And Madhura, that was scenario A or scenario B you did?
Sir, it was scenario A.
Scenario A, you have done it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else has done last Ahan or Sai Pranav? Sai Pranav, you are normally very quick on solving these puzzles. You didn't? Did you do scenario A?
Sir, I tried.
Okay, Shreyas is also joined. Avnish is also joined. Good. So we have 5 people now. So that is good.
Good morning, sir.
Hello. Good morning, Shreyas. Good morning, Avnish. Okay. Yeah, we are going over the last the puzzles from the last week's session, right? And how to solve. I mean, there are many ways that you can solve them, right? But what we looked at it is there is a systematic way which can solve any such problem if you use the equations, and that is what we looked at it yesterday, not yesterday, last week, right? Starting with that pets problem. N is equal to x plus 2, n is equal to y plus 2, n is equal to z plus 2, and n is also equal to x plus y plus z. So from that we derived that x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, z is equal to 1. That's what we derived. So that is the approach. See, more than the actual solution, more than that, what is important is what is the approach. Now, okay, Ashish is also joining. Good. So we have now.
Sir, is it like AX plus BY plus CZ?
Yeah, it is similar because the cost is like A. I mean, when you say AX, BY, and CZ, right? It is similar. Okay, so it is like exactly. It is AX plus BY plus CZ because the cost comes the ABC and the actual values of the animals, number of animals is the XYZ. Okay, so that way, if you take it, then you can solve it. So we'll solve it. I think we will solve it. So why don't I take a where should I do it? I should do it on Word. I think that is easier, right? Yeah, let me do Word. A new one. Okay. So what is the scenario A? Anyone? Meanwhile, other people have also joined. Has Ashish or Shreyas or Avnish, have you done the last week scenario? The puzzle. If you have done it, then I will wait to inspect your solution. Madhura did it, came extremely close. I think you got 99 animals and $100 or $100 animals and $99, right? You got?
Yeah, 100 animals and $99.
So just one thing that is there. Okay, anyone else closer than that? Anyone else got exactly 100 animals?
I forgot to try it, sir.
You forgot to try it. Okay, fine, no problem. We will do it. Okay, and what we will do is we will try to solve them using these equations. Okay, so let us say what is the scenario A? What we have said is that a cow costs 10, pig costs 3, and a sheep costs $0.50. 50 cents means $0.50, right? So I'll first put this here. Right, so 50 cents, which is equal to $0.5. I think that is what a sheep costs. So let the number of cows. Can you read it? What I'm typing on the thing, or?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let number of cows is equal to X. Sorry, X. Right? Pigs is equal to Y. Okay, and let sheep is equal to Z. Right? Now, what is our target? Our target is X plus Y plus Z should be equal to 100, right? Because the total number of all the animals should be equal to 100. Correct? This you are getting?
Yeah.
Fine. What is the other thing? That cost of the animal should also be $100. Now, how do we get the cost? If a cow, each cow costs $10, then X cows will cost 10X dollars. Correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Plus each pig costs $3. So if you have Y number of pigs, then there will be 3Y is the cost of the pigs. And each sheep costs $50. So whatever is the thing, it is Z by 2, right? Or 0.5 Z, whatever we call it, Z by 2. This should also be equal to 100 because $100 total cost, right? So both these equations we have got it. Okay. Now using this, we have to solve. Okay. Now what we will do is, so whatever is the second equation, right? We will multiply it by 2. Why? Because we want to get the Z to an equal number, not like Z by 2. So if we multiply everything by 2, then we get 20X plus 6Y plus Z is equal to 200. Right? You double it, everything you double it, then it will become, this is the equation, right? Correct? Are you able to follow me? So this one, let us put it here. This was the equation. Now, first equation is X plus Y plus Z is equal to 100. Second is 20X plus 6Y plus Z is equal to 200, right? So now what we do is we subtract the first equation from the second equation. So we say minus what is that? X. So 20X minus X. Everything will become minus Z is equal to 200 minus 100. 200 minus 100. So 20X minus, so you have to subtract it, right? So when you say it is subtraction, means 20X plus 6Y plus Z minus X minus Y minus Z is equal to 20X plus 6Y plus Z was equal to 200 minus X plus Y plus Z was equal to 100. So 200 minus 100, right? Which is equal to 100. Now what will happen is that Z will disappear. There is one Z plus and one Z is minus. Okay. So Z will disappear. Yeah.
So, but then isn't minus X minus Y minus Z all negative numbers because they're minus?
Yeah, they're minus. So, but one side you have 20X, right? 20X minus X, how much is it? So what we are left with 20X minus X is 19X. Okay. Plus 6Y minus Y, how much is it? 5Y, right? Is equal to 100. That is what we are left with. There is no Z, right? 19X plus 5Y is equal to 100. Okay. Now, and you have to find out what are the values of X. What X and Y make this equal, right? What X, Y and Y. Now, you know, there is something extra that is there. The solutions can only be integral solutions because we are talking about animals. So we cannot be having 0.75 animal or half an animal, 1/3 of an animal, 1/3 of a pig and 2/3 of a cow. That is, all of that is not possible, right? We are only buying it in whole. Either you are buying one cow full or you are not buying one pig or not. So that is what is the Diophantine part of it. The solutions can only be integers, 1, 2, 3. So now let us say, but it can be even 0. So let us put the smaller number, which is the sheep, pig here, right? Let y is the number of pigs. If suppose if y was 0, it cannot be negative, right? We know that there is no way you can buy negative animals. You can buy some number 1, 2, 3, 4, or you may have 0 of them. 0 is also a possible solution, right? But you cannot be -1, -2. So let us start with 0. If y is equal to 0, then 19X is equal to 100. Okay. And X also has to be an integer. Is there a solution possible? There is no solution possible because 19 x is equal to 5. If you take it, 19 into 5 is 95. X is equal to 6, it will go to 114, right? Between 95 and 114, but 19x will never be equal to 100 if x is an integer. Got it?
So we can take x value 0 here.
So we'll go one by one. So that's why. So first, so now we'll try the other way around. So x cannot be so y first is that y cannot be 0. We established first. Y cannot be 0. Next is Madhura is saying, okay, let us check in this whether x can be 0. Now, if x is equal to 0, okay, then 5y is equal to 100, okay, and y is equal to 20. So that is one solution. If x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 20. But this may not be the complete solution. If y is equal to 20, x is equal to 0, then that means z will have to be how much? X plus y plus z is 100. X is 0, y is 20. That means z will have to be 80, right? Now you check whether the y is equal to 20 and z is equal to 80. Is it solving the total price? If it is not, that means, so pigs is y and that is 20. So 20 into 3 is 60 and 80 into half, right? So if y is equal to 20, and 80 sheep are there, cost of sheep is $50. So 80 into half is 40. So 20 into 3 plus 60 is equal to 60 plus 40 is equal to 100. So you have got a solution. So got a solution. One solution, you have got it. Okay.
But x cannot be 0. There has to be at least one of each animal.
That is the so I am coming to that. So this is possible, except that you need to have everything should be positive, right? Except we cannot have, but I just showed you if that condition was not there, then you also have a solution like this. Okay, x, y, z have to be greater than or equal to 1, right? That is the condition. So we go, so because of that, now what we try out, we are not limited by only 0, right? Y can be 1. So let us see if y is equal to 1. Then what happens? 19x plus 5y is equal to 100. Y is 1. 19x plus 5 is equal to 100. So if y is equal to 1, then 19x is equal to 95, and which means x is equal to 5. Right? 19x is equal to 95. That means x is equal to 5. Right? And if x is equal to 5, y is equal to 1, then how many are the remaining z? 100 minus 5 minus 1. So it will have to be 94, right? Then z is equal to 94. Now let us see whether this solution works. Now, let's see if it works. So what is the thing? X is equal to 5. So there are five cows.
The sum is not 100.
So 5 into what is the thing? $10 plus y is equal to 1. 1 into $3. That is 53 plus 94 into 0.5. 0.5 into 94 means 47. So 53 is equal to 50 plus 3 plus 47 is equal to 100. So you have got a solution here, right? X is equal to 5, y is equal to 1, and z is equal to 94. Right? We got the solution. Right? Now, is it the only solution? Is there any more solution possible? Right?
So there are infinite solutions possible.
There is no solution possible, and how we can determine this is y is already equal to 1. Okay. Now, if we were to set y is equal to 2, okay, If for whatever reason, let us see if there is some other combination is possible. If y is equal to 2. Okay, if y is equal to 2, then what happens is 19x plus 5y is equal to 90. Okay. So anyway, I mean, like this, you have to try out. Okay, it is not that we have got x is equal to 5. You have to try out whether making x is equal to 4, whether making x is equal to 3, whether x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 1. Are you able to get the solution? Maybe we'll try the other way around. If x is equal to 1, so that's how we get it. Okay, if x is equal to 1, then what happens is 19x plus 5y is 100. So x is equal to 1. So 19 plus 5y is equal to 100. So 5y is equal to 100 minus 19. 5y is equal to, then 5y is equal to 100 minus 19 is equal to 81. Now you know that 81 can never be divided by 5 integrally, right? There will be some fraction will remain. That means y, there will not be any integral value of y which satisfies 5y is equal to 81. So it is not a solution, right? So this way, this is the approach we can take. And if there are some additional conditions, we can immediately zero in on one exact solution. Otherwise, there are many solutions possible, right? But which are the exact few solutions that are there? Okay, one of them, for example, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 20, z is equal to 80. That was one solution. But the condition was that every x, y, z had to be at least one or more. So that was not a thing. Then other one we got one, y is equal to 1, x is equal to 5, and z is equal to 94. So there are more solutions are possible like this, depending on the conditions of the puzzle. But you got the how to solve this. Did you get it? I mean, did everyone understand how I went about it? Ashish?
Sir, I have not learned X and Y and
yeah, that is possible. So that's why I think it might be that in school you might be just next year, etc. You may learn, but sometimes it is okay even if you don't fully understand. Just the concept will stick. You got the logic. How I was going? You got the logic.
Yes, sir. That's
logic you got it. Now then other things anyway they will teach you in school how it is. But just by treating something as x, y, z, and then putting equations x plus y plus z is equal to 100 and the cost of it, which is 10x plus 3y plus z by 2 is equal to 100. By then, and then by eliminating. Okay. So yeah, depending on which grade you are, sometimes you may not be exposed yet to the x, y, z variables. Those are called as variables. Anybody else? Avnish? Ahan? Shreyas? Did you get this? If you have not understood this at a fundamental level, then let me know. Because we can, or we will solve the second scenario and then you will understand it. Madhura, you got this, right?
Yes, sir. We actually have it in school now.
You are having it, right?
Yeah.
And Ahan and Sai Pranav?
what?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah? You understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. So now if you understand this, okay, Pranav S is joining us late just now. Hey, hi Pranav. Okay, we were going through the last week's scenario A and B, done with scenario A. So now we will do scenario 2 now. So that now that you have got the thing, so I will just go down and go to scenario 2. Scenario B, whatever we call it. What is scenario B in the puzzle? Suppose if cows, the price of cows is 4, pigs is 2, and sheep is 1/3 of $1. That is 1 by 3, right? What animals can buy for 100? Assuming, see, there is the power. Why I'm saying solving by equations is that someone can put you one puzzle, someone can put you second puzzle, third puzzle. If you know the technique, in 3 minutes you'll be able to solve everything. Otherwise, everything you have to keep trying. Oh, this is the number, that is the number, what is the possible, this way, etc. Right? So you have to keep trying. Otherwise, manually and error prone and lot of things. So instead, This is the mathematical way of solving. So let us again look at the problem. Okay, scenario B, very simple, similar, right? All of this, let all of this x plus y, everything is same here except that the price is different. So what we are saying is, let the number of cows, pigs, thing be thing x, y, z, and x plus y plus z is equal to 100. The second is the price is now different. So instead of 10x plus 3y, it is 4x. Price of one cow is 4x, $4. Pig is $2, 2y plus z by 3. Z by 3 because 1/3 of $1, right? So whatever is the number of sheep are there, the price will be z by 3 of them, 1/3 of them is equal to also 100 price, right? Now how do we solve this together? So now we have to eliminate z from this. So what we do is, the second equation is there, we will multiply it by 3 this time, not 2. So by 3. So when we multiply by 3, 4 into 3 is 12x, okay, plus 2 into 3 is 6y, plus z is equal to 100 into 3 is 300. Now we got it as this one. Now we subtract the first equation from the second equation. So 12x minus y first equation from last one above, right? So then what we get it, 12x minus x is 11x plus 6y minus y is 5y and z minus z is gone is equal to 300 minus 100. So that is 200. Now we have to try out solutions. Again, same thing is that what are the conditions are given? We have been given that you have to buy at least one cow, one pig, at least. You cannot go 0, right? There is anyway you cannot go negative. So x is greater, x, y, and z. All of them are either greater than or is equal to 1, right? They cannot be less than that. So let us see. Start with 1. Okay. Let us start with y is equal to 1. Is it possible? 5y is equal to 5. 11x is equal to 195. I don't think it can. There is no integral solution of 11x is equal to 195, right? So y is equal to 1 is not possible. What if y is equal to 2? Right? What if y is equal to 2? Then y is equal to 2 also, it is not possible. Because 5 into 2 is 10. 200 minus 10 is 190. Does 11 divide by 190?
It should be a multiple of 5, right?
Which one?
11, x should be a multiple of 5, right?
I don't know. I mean, it can, because see, y is equal to 1, it is not working. Y is equal to 2, it is not working. Y is equal to 3, is it working? It is still not working. Right? Y is equal to 3 means 5 into 3 is 15. So 11x plus 15 is 200. So 11x is 185. 185 is not divisible by 11. Right? 185 is not divisible by 11. So because 121, 132, 143, 155, no, 154, then 165, then 177, and 177, and then 188. 188 is divisible. 199. No, something else. 165 is gone. 176, 187. 187 can be divided by 11. Anyway, you know that formula, right? For simple digit, 3-digit number, it is very simple. First and the third digit, you add it. If it is equal to the second digit, then only it is divisible by 11. 1 to 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1, 3, 2. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, middle digit. Then only it is divisible. That works only for 3 digits. Okay. So So fine. So it is not. Y is equal to 3 is also not there. Y is equal to 4. No, not there. Y is equal to 5. No, not there. Y is equal to 6 is 5 into 6 is 30. 200 minus 30 is 170. Still not possible. Y is equal to 7. 5 into 7 is 35. 200 minus 35 is 165. 165. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. It is divisible by 11. So we get a solution when y is equal to 7. If y is equal to 7, then x is equal to 160, 200 minus 35, right? Minus 7 into 5, 35, divided by 11. So that is equal to 165 divided by 11 is equal to 1 and 5. Right? Then x is equal to 15. So we have got a solution. Now let us see whether the entire solution works. If x is equal to 15, y is equal to how much? It will work, I think. If x is equal to 15 and y is equal to 7, then 15 plus 7 is 22. So z will have to be 100 minus 22. Is equal to how much? 78. Right? Fine.
Sir.
Now, is it working? So what is the solution? 15 cows. Each cow is costing $4. So 15 into 4 is 60 plus 7 pigs. Each pig is costing $2. 7 into 2 is 14. 74 plus 78 sheep. Each sheep is costing $1/3 of a dollar. So 78 by 3 is equal to 26. So it is equal to 100. So we got a solution. Right? So it's okay. Most of these puzzles, even if there are multiple solutions, if you just give one, that is also enough, right? Sometimes they have multiple solutions. Sometimes it is also possible that there is no solution. You will come to know. Okay. So this is what is the application of the Diophantine equations. You get clue because x, y, z cannot be like some 1.3, 2.1, etc. Those values are not possible. It is only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives you a clue. So you can just try out few numbers you try out, you will be able to do it. Right? Okay. All right. So now something very okay, you got it. Pranav S, I think you joined late, so you'll have to catch up on the recording probably. If you are used to equations, you will get this. If you in school, have you learned Pranav S, X, Y, Z variables?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, then I think you would have got this, right?
Yes, sir. I'll see the recording also.
Yeah. Sure.
So I got another solution. X equals to 10, y equals to 18, and z equals to 72.
Let us see. X is equal to how much?
10.
10. Okay. And y is equal to?
18.
18. And?
Z is equal to 72.
72, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because then x is equal to 10. That means price of cows will be 10 into... Oh, it is possible. 10 into 4. Yeah. 10 into 4 is equal to 40. So 40, yeah, correct. 40 plus 18 into 2 is 36. That is 76 plus, yeah, 72 by 3 is 24. Yeah, you got a solution. Yeah, exactly. So there are multiple solutions possible sometimes. So you got another solution. Good, congratulations.
Sir, I haven't done equations in school, but my mother taught me before.
Okay, very good.
Years ago.
Yeah. That is Sai Pranav, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So yeah, there is one more solution possible. I don't know whether there is a third solution is possible. Maybe someone can try out more combinations and see if any other number. It is easy to try out because it doesn't take much for you to try out these things. 11x plus 5y, right, is equal to. Correct. So there may be also be another solution. Huh? What if x is equal to 5? 11x is 55. Okay, then what is 5y is equal to 200 minus 55 is 145. So y will have to be how much? 29. Now if y is equal to 29, x is equal to 5, 34, then how much will z will have to be? 100 minus 34 is 66. 66 z means price will be $22. 29 y is equal to 29 into 2 is 58. 58 plus how much? 58 plus 22 is 70, and no, 58 plus 22 is not 70. 58 plus 22 is 80, and plus 5, x is equal to 5. 5 into 4 is 20, 100. So you have got one more solution, right? X is equal to 5, y is equal to, and that is what I think Madhura was saying, x has to be a multiple of 5. Yes, it is correct. You are right. Your insight is right. This is also a solution. And why you are saying that, Madhura? Because 11x plus 5y is equal to 200. See, y being a multiple of 5, if you, and 200 also is a multiple of 5. So when you subtract 200, some multiple of 5 from 200, the resulting number will also be a multiple of 5. That is a very good insight, good way to think, Madhura. And 11x is equal to whatever is that number is a multiple of 5. That is possible only if x is a multiple of 5, because otherwise 11 will not divide by, 11 and 5 will not divide each other. They are prime numbers. So x will have to be a multiple of 5. A very good insight, Madhura. So that way you can just try out. X is equal to, cannot be 0. So x can be 5, x can be 10, x can be 15. X is equal to 20, you will have a problem because you will not be able to solve it, I think. Because x is equal to 20, then what you will get it is that 11x itself will become 220. Then y will have to become negative. So that's not possible, right? So that's why 3 solutions are possible. X is equal to 5, 10, and 15. Based on that, depending on the other values, right? Good. I think we covered this Diophantine equation, these ones. Now today's scenario I have just posted today morning, and it is again to think, it can be solved similar way, okay, but slightly a different flavor of it. There is no x, y, and z. There is only x in it, but there are 3 equations or 2 equations. So there are multiple equations in x only, but the approach is very similar. So I will not answer it right now, because I think Sai Pranav tried it 8. I'm not sure about 8 whether it is the thing. So what is the question that we have asked? I will go to the.
Sir, I just had a theory towards it, and when I applied that theory, I got 8.
Okay, possible. I don't know. It is possible.
Helen and Susie and Joe are related. So giving disk to one means giving disk to the other as well. That's why.
No. That is not a thing. So what you said, that if there are 8 records, your solution is 8 records originally.
Yes,
now,
so this is half record, right? I thought then if Joe and Susie are related, then giving one of them a full disk and saying half of it.
No. That is not. No. There is no such assumption. Okay, here I will just explain the problem so that then you can think, right? So Bob and Helen are enthusiastic about records and trying to stump each other with puzzling questions. Bob asks Helen, record store are those old ones, those disc records, LP as you call it. Earlier music used to be recorded on those. You might have seen them in some very old museum or wherever, right? So anyway, that is just those records, right? So do you have your records? Then Helen says, oh, I had them, but I gave half of them and half a record more. What does half a record more means? So if there are X number of records she said, I gave half of them, X by 2 plus half, okay, to Susie. Okay, but she didn't actually break any record. Okay, that is not possible, right? She did not cut the record. It will be useless. So she said, I gave half of them plus half. So x by 2 plus half I gave to Susie. Okay. Now whatever was remaining, out of that again I gave half of what was left and half a record more to Joe. So once you originally had x, after you gave away x by 2 and half, whatever was remaining, out of that again you gave half, okay, to Joe plus half a record. So whatever was remaining, that by divided by 2 and 1 by 2 addition, that much you gave it to Joe. Okay. Then that left me with just one record. Okay. After I gave both of these people like this, by this formula, I got one full record left. And she says, okay, if you guess how many I had it correctly, then I will give this one to you also. Okay. So I will not give the solution right now. It is for you to solve it. Approach is very, very similar to what we did. Only thing is that there are more equations in x rather than x by 2, etc. It will come. And what do you call? There is no y and z here, but again the same Diophantine kind of thing. X can only be integers, and x by 2 plus half can only be integer. It cannot be some other number, 0.7, 1.2, 3.2. That way it cannot be, because you cannot give 3.2 records to anybody, right? You can, instead of records, you can assume CDs. Okay, it is similar. So okay, so that is what we'll discuss next week. Okay.
Sir, I think I got it.
Got it? What is the